Heart Guided Intuition, and it's the beginning of April 2020. I hope everyone is well and safe with all that is going on in our world today with the coronavirus. I have taken it upon myself to get back on here because I love reading tarot, and if anyone finds it helpful, it makes me feel like I'm doing something. So I'm spending a lot of time at home, as I know you probably are too, unless you're on the front lines as a nurse, medical care worker, grocery store delivery person, all the people out there. I'm just keeping in my prayers. I'm keeping everybody in my prayers. If you're one of those people on the front lines, you wouldn't probably watch this show because you're too busy. And I really hand it up to those people who are out there. So doing their best and putting their own health at risk to help other people. There are so many heroes in the world. That's one thing I gotta say. There are heroes everywhere. I think Mr. Rogers was the one who said something about in times of difficulty and trouble, look for the helpers. So there are helpers everywhere, and I know a lot of them actually. So I'm keeping everybody in my prayers and doing my best to keep myself safe if I absolutely have to go out of the house. I have a mask, a proper mask, and gloves, and doing my best. So I'm staying away from other humans. Anyway, if you are not familiar with me, welcome to my channel. I'm kind of resurrecting it, which actually spring's kind of a perfect time for that. And I'm going to do a general monthly reading for the month of April 2020 for all of the astrological signs in the Zodiac, in the Western Zodiac. So I've already chosen the cards, and it's a combination of tarot and oracle card decks, and I have not looked at them, so I'm just going to be reading them. So if I take a little bit of time to kind of digest what I'm seeing in the cards and what's coming to me as channeled information from my guides, just please excuse that. Please also excuse any external noises you might hear. I have housemates and also neighbors that live close by that, they're living their own lives and they make noise. So I am not in a secluded area. So excuse me for any noise, but I want to welcome you to this channel. My purpose, like, I've been doing tarot since I was a kid. You can watch my welcome video on my channel if you like. And I've been doing tarot cards since I was very young because I saw my mom reading tarot cards and I just became fascinated with them. I won't go into it all now, but I'm going to get to the readings. But I do want to thank you for being here because I absolutely love doing tarot. I've followed, spiritual path since I was young. I was aware that for me, there was so much more than I could see with my eyes. I've had experiences and different things. And back in 2007, I met a shamanic practitioner and realized that's my path as well. I had met many different types of, whether it was healers or different energy workers, and yet nothing really fully resonated with me. And when I found shamanism, that was it. So a lot of people are not familiar with shamanism. I do not, I don't believe that there's anything such as shamanic tarot. No, I don't believe in that. There's shamanism and there's other things. But anyway, I'm not going to go into all that. I really wanted to mention that because it's part of my background. And But the tarot cards and oracle cards, I just absolutely love them. I'm also an artist. You'll see my art in the background of my readings, my videos. So it's all my art. So that's another thing I do. So anyway, without going on anymore, I just want to say thank you for being here. Please stay safe and be well. And I know that we're going to get through this somehow. Just reach out. Reach out to others. Reach out to whoever makes you feel good and safe. And I don't know, take care of yourself. Do comfort. Do things you've been putting off. Anyway, I know a lot of people have advice as how to get through this time. So you'll know what you need to do. May you have everything you need. And may you get through this time as safely and comfortably and easily as possible with all the support that you need, whatever your situation is. Okay, so with that, I'm going to start the videos. I'm not going to read them in order, actually. I think I might go backwards. I might start with Pisces. So let's just do that. Those of you who know me in person will know that I'm like a little bit whimsical and kind of a zigzag. So that's what I'll bring into my readings. Okay, so let's pick Pisces cards. All right, so I have not yet looked at them. So, and I will post, after this video goes up, I'm going to post the time, the time signatures for each of the signs so that you can click on those to skip to your sign. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just lay this down. So this is for Pisces. I'm going to do Pisces first. I'm going to go backward. Ooh, fascinating. Sorry, I'll tell you after. Wow. Oh, this is really cool. As a tarot reader, I have to say when and I did not yet look at these cards, but I have to say that when certain cards come up for certain signs or in someone asks me a question, for their reading, and certain cards come up that are like, bing, clear, it's always like, wow, it's kind of like an affirmation. Anyway, okay, so what I wanted to do is just show you. And there were different cards that jumped out for each sign. There were a couple signs where more cards jumped out. So, okay, so for Pisces, first the Wheel of Fortune with this card from the Spirit deck that I designed. This Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is the spinning of time, the year, the cycles of the seasons. Whatever has been is changing right now. The only thing constant in our life is change. That's a quote that a lot of people know. That's what this card's all about, the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of the traditional meaning can be good luck. But if your luck's, anyway, it just can mean a change. A change. If it's been a winter for you, suddenly there's going to be summer. If there's been a, summer, it's going to be winter. The Wheel of Fortune. Whatever change you've been working toward, and you've been working toward it for a while, waiting for things to change, waiting for whatever circumstance you've been in to take a turn for the better, okay? And you've been working very hard, because I see this card is someone who has tremendous power, tremendous focus, who can manifest what they go for. They know exactly what they want. And this might not speak to all of you. These are general readings, but this is directed towards someone who has been working at something. I would say maybe for the past year. That's coming to me. Someone has been working on something for like a year or so, at least. And with tremendous focus, tremendous vision for exactly what you want to bring about in your life. you've got the power to, things are about to change, and you will get what you've hoped for, what you've been going for, what you've focused on, what you've worked really hard for, and put all of your God, I want to say mental acuity, the Pisces I know are extremely intuitive. You guys are so sensitive. So whatever it is you've visualized up here, and sometimes Pisces can be a bit nebulous, but you know what you want and you're about to get it. And this also, these combination of cards, so this is the Seven of Pentacles, and with this card, this is the card from the Spirit deck that I designed that means saving, putting away for the winter. And yet this is a harvest card, something you've taken time to build here in the physical world. It can mean money, but it could also mean anything in the physical world that is your home, your finances, can mean business. But it doesn't have to mean just that. Whatever you've been focusing on that's about to turn for the better, that you're about to see come to fruition, boom. You've saved, you put away, whether, you've saved something you've held back for a long time. Your reserves, your resources. Resources can mean many things. It doesn't have to mean money. Resources, whatever your resources are, for the thing that you've wanted to get, that visualized, that's about to turn for the better, boom, you've got it. Here's harvest time. That's just an affirmation of the two previous cards. And here, this is beautiful. This is you. The King of Cups. Cups are water signs. And Pisces, of course, is such a water sign. And the fact that it's a king is someone who's fully matured in their ability to stability. There's stability. There's their heart is in the right place. They're clear, very clear emotionally, very clear, and also extremely kind, extremely loving because of the water element in this sign. It is extremely clear, and you've mastered, because it's the king, you've mastered. Saturn here in the background is, the taskmaster, the really tough one, tough lessons to be learned. You've learned a lot of lessons, probably from all that harvesting and all that saving, and really mastering what you want to go for, and boom, you get it, and you're in your element. You've actually had to maybe go outside of your element a little bit in order to get what you want, but you're absolutely going to achieve something that you've been working very hard on for at least the last year. And this is interesting card. This is a guidance card, brown, and this is established boundaries. So you've had to really, I would say you've had to let go of a lot of things in order for the thing that you've really visualized and wanted to manifest that is about to happen because of that Wheel of Fortune card. You've had to really kind of focus to the point of, moving some things out of the way that were not necessary or that were getting in the way of your focus. And boom, there's growth because you've cleared out all the other things that were unnecessary, or you've done a lot of healing. I also feel like there's a lot of healing. The fact that another water card came up here, aside from the King of Cups, there's a healing aspect. You've done a lot of healing, manifesting what you want to go for. And childlike expression, 12. This is from the Ganesha deck. I absolutely love this card. I love this deck, actually. Childlike expression. This is just the outcome of joy. Not only have you gone into this with an ability to intuitively visualize and manifest what you've wanted, and it's about to come out probably even better than you've imagined it. It's about to happen, and you've matured as a result, and healed, It's going to allow you to enjoy your life, fully enjoy your life. You've gone into it with a childlike exuberance. There's something about Pisces that the sweet, soft, watery side of your nature allows you to really enjoy life. And you've brought that into what you want to manifest that's about to come about. But it's also going to allow you to really enjoy what you're bringing to fruition now. So that was a great reading for Pisces. Wow. So thank you for listening. I'm going to move on to the next one, okay? Next one, let's do Aquarius next, okay? So for my Aquarian friends, let me move the Piscean cards out of the way. And I'm so glad you're all here. Really, really happy that you're here. And as I said, I hope you're all well and safe, and that you have what you need. Okay, so Aquarian, again, I have not looked at these cards, but I pulled them. So fears for Aquarius for April 2020. Let me just put them down. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. Interesting for Aquarius. Because the first thing that came up for Aquarius is there's been a loss. There's been something you're missing, something that left your life in maybe the last 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. For Aquarius, and again, this won't apply to everybody. It's a general reading, but whatever it is that left your life that you're grieving over, that you've lost, something, it could even be recent. I mean, it might even pertain to the current situation, although I feel like it's longer than that. I feel like it's like 6, 7, 8 months. This is the card, Five of Cups, that where there's, you see a man who, there are 3 cups that are spilled, and that's all he can see is what he's lost. But behind him are 2 upright cups that are great. They're like the 2 of Cups. If you know tarot at all, or if you don't, the 2 of Cups is a very happy card. It's a card of a coming together of 2 parts, whether it's the coming together of a relationship or the merging of dual sides of our nature, a wholeness, a healing. So he doesn't see that they're there, but they're definitely there. So I would say for Aquarians, for those of you who feel like something left your life, something's been lost from your life, you're grieving something, there's something you're not seeing yet that is available to you. I just heard like 3 months. Within 3 months, something will come about. You do what you need to do to grieve, to honor what was lost, I guess to process it, to understand it, but also don't lose hope, because there are the 2 of Cups in this card. It can be so easy, especially if it was something that's really important to you. Like the cups have to do with the heart and emotions. So something that meant a great deal to you, whether it was a relationship or something else that meant a lot to you. Know that you're going to get through this, and know that there's something waiting for you when you do. Honor your own process of healing and processing what you lost. I don't want to say what you lost. That implies that it was your fault. And change that. Whatever was lost from your life or left your life or changed that you're grieving over, allow yourself the grieving process that you need. But please know that there's something else waiting for you that's probably going to be even better for you, because the next card that came up, there are 2 actually. This is you actually, Page of Swords. This can mean a student, or it can mean, now swords, This is Aquarius. This is Aquarius an air sign. Swords are the element of air. So, and look, this hawk is going for this. It's kind of similar to the other card that came out for Pisces, but he's going for something. He's going for his prey. And apologies to any vegetarians and vegans out there, but this is what came out when I channeled these cards, was this hawk going for his prey, the mouse. He gets what he wants. And in it is a new understanding. In it is a new beginning with learning. This can be a student, can be new study, but it can mean learning, taking up, this sword is very heavy for this person. This person could be a young person, or it can just mean someone who's beginning something, beginning to learn. It can mean a message coming in, some kind of message, but I feel like it's someone who's taking up a new way. After what was lost, okay, I'm going to intellectualize my situation, think about it, and suddenly, boom, clarity, and then a new understanding about how to do things differently in the future in regard to the situation that was lost. And going for it, getting it, being able to finally grasp what was, a new clarity, a new understanding about it. And the fact that the Magician card came up next is pretty amazing. That's a very powerful card. Being able to manifest. The Magician has like all these 4 elements, and he's able to basically take nothing and manifest basically anything he wants to manifest from nothing, from raw ingredients, through sheer will and higher power. So he's an extremely powerful card. So after whatever loss that there's been, and then a new understanding and getting that clarity, you're going to be able to make happen whatever you basically want to have happen. This is indigo, improve your vision. So indigo, it implies a lot of intuition. Follow your intuition and determination. It's going to require a little bit of work for you to get through what you lost and regain something that was lost in your life. But the fact that the Magician card came up is amazing. And determination, focus, and you also can use your wit, your clarity, your intuition, your intellect. Aquarians are very intellectual. That's a generalization, I know, but you guys can do it because you've got the Magician card. Okay, so good luck, Aquarian friends, and stay safe and well. Okay, now I'm going to move on to Capricorn. Okay, so let's move on to Capricorn, and I will again put the timestamps below. So Capricorn, I have not looked at your cards yet, but here we go. Okay, Capricorn. Okay. Wow, that's a very similar card, but this is very different. Okay. There's new energy coming in for you. This is work. I think this is work related, you Capricorns. Actually, what I know of Capricorns, and I know it's a generalization, but you guys are really, really hard workers. You're probably like the hardest workers in the Zodiac. So you guys are like amazing, amazing. Maybe you've been overdoing it, or something that's been, I know this is devil card. I do not take this as for anybody who's, religious. I don't see the devil card as the devil. I read this card as it can be passion, but something delving into the unhealthy. What's unhealthy? Too much, a little too much of something. And the next card is 8 of Pentacles, which is mastery and work. Doing the work you love that you're really good at and enjoying it and doing very well at it. To me, I also see this as an art. I call it the artist card, because in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it shows a craftsman working. So maybe whoever's watching this is a Capricorn, a Capricorn who's watching this. If this applies to you, maybe you're in a creative field of some kind. But it's some kind of work that you do, that you love, that you're very good at, okay? But there's been a little, this can mean worry, this can mean passion, this can mean too much of something to the point where it's toxic. Maybe you've been working like too hard, but this is a good sign, because it's working. It's finally, the work that you're doing is bringing you joy, and it's bringing you prosperity, and you're mastering whatever. Maybe you had difficulty in some aspect of the work that you do. Maybe you've had to push through something in order to get it to get the aspects of your job to align properly. But you get it. Absolutely. What's coming to you in April is work's going to go better. And the fact that the 10 of Pentacles came out means you're going to do great. God, the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles is great. It's going to be okay. So you're going to definitely overcome this energy, this toxic energy, because the card from the Spirit deck that came out might be hard to see. But it's a card of brand new energy coming in. Like if this comes in for reading about a relationship, if a married couple comes to me and say, oh, are you guys expecting a baby or a child? Like new energy coming in, new, brand new energy coming in. So being able to turn around that toxic energy into abundance, prosperity, a thriving business. Okay, this is developmental clarity. So you're going to gain that clarity in order to make it happen. And you're going to make the decisions you need to make so that you make sure this abundance comes to you. And if you're anything like the Capricorns I've known, you can absolutely make that happen. You guys are really powerful. Oh, and Capricorn is also an earth sign, which coins the Pentacles are earth related. But when these two cards come up in a reading together, I'm like, it seems like a business reading. So, about work, some kind of work that you do. So this is great news, new energy from the toxic. You guys got abundance coming to you. So thank you, Capricorns. Okay, I'll move on to the next sign. All right. You guys stay safe and well. So next, let's go on to Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius. And I have not looked at these cards yet. Oh, that came a peek. Okay. So Sagittarius. Revelation. Okay. So the 8 of Cups is walking away from something. There was something that was painful. The cups are, emotions and things that have to do with the heart, things that have to do with love, what makes us happy, what fills our heart with joy. Walking away from it, even though you might not know where you're going, where you're headed, you might not be sure of what the next step is. You had to get away from something because it was just too painful, or it was causing you stress, or it was heartbreaking. Whatever it was, you walked away from something. There was something, this won't apply to everybody, these are general readings, but you walked away from something, but then, boy, did that bring you to a really good place. Here's the Empress. The Empress is like Mother Earth. This is like bringing about your own abundance, tapping into Mother Earth energy. Mother Earth. The Empress is kind of like springtime. It's that divine feminine manifesting of beautiful gardens, beautiful everything, life, all the luxuries of life, having everything you need, having all the food you need, having a beautiful home, being able to bring new creative things into being, being able to birth new things into being if you're starting something new. So you've walked away from something, and boom, whatever you're walking into, you've got the Empress on your side. And possibly either you're going to have a partner in this who's like very reciprocal with you, like the sun and the moon, or it's you coming into balance with yourself, okay? It's going to allow you to have balance in your life and have a much healthier situation than what you walked away from. Yeah, this shows Six of Wands. It's a man coming back from battle and being welcomed by his neighbors, his community, his town, his loved ones. And it's a card of victory. Of having been through a difficult time, which again is echoed in here, having been through a difficult time and walked away, and you're gonna find that abundance and that prosperity, and you're going to be well received. You're coming home. It's going to be like you're coming home. Okay? So, the card of revelation and awaken your empathy. Through all that you've been through, Sagittarius, I feel like what you walked away from allowed you to see more clearly what in your life brings you joy and what you need to do for yourself for your own well-being. And it's also allowed you to be have more empathy in general for have more compassion for yourself, but also more empathy for others who might have been through what you just went through. So you're entering a better place, okay? You're entering a better situation that's going to be much healthier for you, okay? So that's my Sagittarian friends. Stay well and healthy and be safe. And now I will move on to Scorpio, okay? So Scorpio. Wow, I'm getting thirsty. Do you guys mind if I get some water? I have my water like over there. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm gonna sing while I'm just grabbing my water, okay? Hold on. Lolly, 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 burp, burp, burp. Lolly, 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 burp, burp, burp. Okay? Sorry about that. I'm back with some water. Okay, now I can't sing and drink at the same time. It's just water with apple cider vinegar. But hold on, Scorpio. Please be kind. I know that some of you have an edge. I mean that in the best possible way. I just have to take a drink of water. But you'll get it because you're a water sign. Okay. Thank you for understanding. Okay. So, my Scorpio friends. Okay. I have not looked at your cards. And now I will. Ooh, wow. That's really cool. Wow. Okay. Wow, opposites. Okay. So, there's like purple and gold in your reading. Hey, Scorpio. And I don't see a lot of water. There's some. I would say this is a relationship reading. This is a relationship reading, something that you've been waiting for in a relationship. Again, this won't apply to everybody because these are general readings. But I would say this is a relationship reading because there are two cards in particular that are coming up. Okay, first of all, and it might be more than a relationship. It might also be financially, you've had to save, you've had to hold back. This is the card, like they call this the miser card, but this is the card, Four of Pentacles, that can mean having to store up your resources, having to hold back. If it's in regard to a relationship, it can mean you've held your emotions back. You've held back. You haven't spoken. You've held back. Maybe not opened up as much as you could in a relationship. That you've kind of like held back. You're keeping your cards close. Like not showing your cards. You're just like, I'm not sharing. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I'm not sharing. But yet, here you are. Now, the reason I say this is a relationship reading is because the card from the spirit deck that came up is this one. It's an impending engagement or waiting for something in a relationship to move to the next level. Okay, so Three of Wands is like waiting for your ship to come in. Three of Wands tells me that maybe in the past, you've gone through a period of time where you've kind of held back, maybe have had to store up some resources, maybe finances, in regard to preparation for something in a relationship. But you're at the point where you're able to build something, put a message out there, send a message out there, let go of those coins, stop holding things so close to you, and be able to put it out there. And you're waiting for your ship to come in. You're waiting to hear about this person. I don't know if someone's coming to visit you, someone's traveling to you. You're waiting for someone to reach back to you. You've sent out a message. Maybe you were holding things back for a long time and you finally reached out, and your ship's going to come in. And actually, I would say your ship is going to come in, because the Ten of Cups. This is like such a happy card. I love this card deck too. This is the Gilded Tarot. And this is such a happy card because, if you can see it, it's like the Ten of Cups. It shows like two women. They're kind of knitting, and there's happiness. There's a happy home. The cups are emotions, love, fulfillment, all the joys that can fill the heart. And the Ten of Cups is like the attainment of that happy home, that happy family. And this card was drawn with the perspective of someone coming home and seeing their loved ones waiting for them. Okay, so that's beautiful. And then what comes up is enlightenment and lemon, access innovative thinking. So it's purple and gold here. And I saw this in the first card too. But enlightenment, you're going to get this. I feel these go together, because this is about thinking. This is about enlightenment, the Ganesha card. And this, of course, very spiritual card. And yet this is about thinking. So there's the merging of thought and spirit. There's a merging of maybe two opposites, or not two opposites, but two that go with each other. Look at the gold in this card too. There's gold here. So there's a coming together of two units, two beings, two people, whatever it is. I would say this is a relationship reading for those of you, you Scorpios who are asking about relationships. You're going to get it. It's going to be so beautiful. Ten of Cups, you've got it. And it just will be so fulfilling and happy. And you feel like what felt like it was missing from your life, you've got. Because you were courageous by taking the chance, opening up, reaching out, and sending that ship out to sea, and boom, comes back to you. Okay? So that actually was a really positive reading. I'm not surprised. But that's your message for April, Scorpio. So good luck. Good luck, and stay safe and stay well, and you have everything you need. So, okay, I'll move on to the next sign. Libra. My Librans, and I'm going backwards. That's because I felt like going backwards. Okay, so my Libran friends, hello. I have not looked at your cards. Not yet. Okay, Libran. And this is the first time I'm doing this, by the way. This is the first time I'm doing the 12 astrological signs for a monthly reading, and I'm also just seeing how it works in this one video format with the timestamps below. So do feel free to let me know what you think about this format, and please be nice. Oh, I don't have to tell Librans to be nice. They're always nice. You guys are like balanced. Oh, so many cards popped out for you, Librans. Oh, wow, this is good. Okay. All right. I would say this, wow. This has to do with You guys got a lot of energy, my Libran people. All right, Librans, you got a lot of energy. Like you're trying to apply it somewhere. Fast energy, fast decisive energy coming in. And an attainment of something. I feel like these go together. You want to act on something. Either, now this could mean that there's a fire sign, not necessarily a fire sign person in your life, but it could mean that the wands can mean a fire sign, but they don't have to be. That can be they can just be creative energy. They can mean business energy, creative thinking in business, going for it. And this is fast, fiery, fun, really creative thinking outside of the box energy. You're like ready to move, Librans. You're like the Librans, and again, this is a general reading, but you're like ready to move on something. You know what you want. You got great ideas. You know how to make them happen. You have a brilliance when it comes to the kind of work you do in business. And you have the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful. It's a brand new beginning that shows it's like a gift from the universe. The aces tend to be like a gift from the universe, and with the cups, it's the attainment of something that makes your heart happy. That it's like love, joy, beauty, abundance, in all the most lovely aspects of life. It is such a beautiful card, a brand new beginning. In this regard, you've gone after something, you're going after something. I don't know if I feel like 2-3 months, something like that. You're doing it now. You're working on it now. You're in the process of working on it. It's going to happen. The cards for it manifesting have not yet come out, but it looks really good. Okay, that's all I'll say is the fact that, well, this could be it manifesting. It's coming out in the middle, but you are going to get an offer. Whatever it is you're going for, and I would say it could be business related, you're going to get. You're going to get an offer. You're putting a lot of energy into it. You're also putting a lot of energy into cutting out people and situations that make you they make you second guess yourself. And Librans, you're really gentle souls. I mean, this is a generalization. You're very gentle souls. And you know exactly what you want, but you can somehow be a little tentative in putting it into words and in knowing how to put it out there. But this is showing me that you're not being tentative at all. You're taking this initiative. You have a very balanced way about thinking of things, and yet here you got this fiery, passionate drive or something. I feel like it's a business reading, but it might not be. It might be just something else in life. You're going to get a new beginning or an offer to do something you love doing. You got a lot of energy. You've had to defend yourself against a lot of people who are self-judging or criticizing you, and you've had to get out of a situation. But all that you're putting out with all the fiery energy and what you want to be doing, a lot of messages are coming through. So you're going to have a chance to accept this offer. You're going to have a chance. There's one offer of all the messages that are coming through for you. A lot of communication. You're sending out a lot of communication with, I would say, fiery tenacity. And one offer will come through. You're not sure about it, though. You're not sure about it. The one that's here in April, something will come about. There's something you're going to have to come to acceptance about. I don't know what that is. Something about the situation with this business. I think it's a business situation. There's this push and pull. You're very, very, I see a lot of creative energy and fiery energy. toward going for what you want, and there's an offer coming in and you're not sure if you want to go for it because it doesn't feel like totally you. You may come to a place of acceptance of like, okay, you know what, that actually is good. I'm going to have to accept that. But ultimately, you're going to be all right. This is like the rainbow after the storm, okay? So even if you might even be stressed with all this fiery energy, although you're an air sign, you Librans. So, you're like fueled up. April, sometime like you're fueled up about something that you're working on, that you want to attain, and there's going to be some joy. It might not be the exact offer that you were hoping for, but it's going to be an offer that's going to bring you what you need, and it will bring you fulfillment in some way. It's going to bring you fulfillment because it is. It's the Ace of Cups, but you might second guess it for some reason because you're so on fire with sending out messages, and I think also that fast fiery energy. You're thinking of like all these different options. I would say like the guidance is just like breathe and think about what it would be to accept the offer that's coming to you. You might decide to keep looking, but you might decide that this offer will be worth your while. Okay? All right. So, okay, thanks, Librans. You take care, and you stay healthy and well, and be safe. And I'm going to move on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. So again, I did not look at the cards. I promise. Someone very dear to me is watching who's known me all my life. She would probably say, I know you must have peeked at them. But I didn't. I promise. I didn't peek. Okay, Virgo. Hey, I have to say I'm a Virgo. Hey, my fellow Virgos. Let's see what we've got in store. I did not look at these. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, and these cards came out. Oh, wow. Okay. So, I know some of us Virgos. Well, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking in general. Virgos. It's been a rough time. It's been, there's been some loss. There's been something that's really, I would say, over the course of the last 6 to 8 months, very, very painful, heartbreaking. I'm sorry if you're a Virgo who's come from this situation, been through stuff. Right now, April's a time for you to nurture yourself and get back into doing what you love. That's all I'm going to say. You got the heartbreak card. That's happened in the past, but that's passing, okay? That's like better days are coming, okay? Better days are coming. The Lover's card came up. This is actually a really sensual Lover's card. The Lovers doesn't have to mean love. It can mean just coming back to yourself, which, because this to me looks like more of a healing reading, like a time when there was some kind of loss and heartbreak, but when there's like a need to recoup, a need to find out what we do. That's because the Three of Pentacles is coming up. For those of you who have a business, if you even if you work for someone else, but you might have your own business, or you're doing something that you love doing, that you're really good at. You're going to get back into that. That's going to help you get back on your feet from that very painful situation that passed, and it's going to align you with yourself. I don't see this as a love reading at all. I see this as it's going to help bring you into alignment with yourself, into your passions. You're going to find your passions again. April is a time for rest. And of course, a lot of us are we're in quarantine. It's the time of the coronavirus. So a lot of us are staying home anyway. But for you Virgos, I know you need to kind of be busy. You need to feel useful. You're going to find the thing that makes you feel useful. But that's also helps you get over that heartbreak, okay? You're someone, whoever this reading is for, you're someone you've been able to, maybe you're in a management position or in your job, you've been able to pull together, let's see, this is like a card of being able to bring things together that are totally different and make them work, if that makes sense, okay? You've been able to do that, and you're like mastering your skills at something that you love doing, you're good at, and it makes you money too. Starting to make you money. It can also mean like maybe you have changed jobs. You're starting a new job or picking up a job that you had done before and you're going back to it. And that's helping you. But I really see this as a time of healing. You coming back to yourself with the Lover's card. You kind of rekindling the relationship you have with your own heart. That's really important. Because these two guidance cards that came up, the chocolate card, which says, nourish your body and soul, and the Ganesha card of healing. This is body, mind, and spirit. This is body, mind, and soul. Chocolate, most of us like chocolate. Some people don't like it. I've met 2 people in my life who did not like chocolate. Okay, I won't say any more about that. So, body, mind, and spirit, okay? Balanced in whatever ways that you feel called to take care of yourself. Get back to work on you. After that big loss, after that big heartache, take April, whatever your situation is, to get back to doing what you love, taking care of yourself as you're able to. If you're someone who's in quarantine and you're doing the social distancing thing, take this time to really nourish yourself in a very healthy way, okay? Really healthy. If you can't eat chocolate, there must be something that is the senses. I mean, it's spring. There's beauty of flowers, gardens, things, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. Something that's comforting to you too. Soft blankets, looking at the stars, soft music. Whatever you need to do to nourish yourself, do that, Virgo. Okay? And I wish you all that you need to be safe, comfortable, well, healed, and have all that you need. Okay. Thanks, Virgos. Okay. Here I'm going to go move on to the next set of cards. Leo. Hey, my fabulous Leos. Oh my gosh. Leos. That's all I'm going to say. Leos. You know what I mean? If you're a Leo, you know what I mean. I could just go, Leos. And you'll know what I mean. Anyway, okay. I did not look at your cards. I promise. Okay. But let's look at them now. Oh my god! If you're a Leo, you will laugh at this. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay. Oh, this was a good reading for you, Leos. Okay. There's been something you've had to muster up strength to get through. Because the strength card's coming up. But that's you, Leo. Look, the lion. And look how beautiful. That's harmony. They're walking. In some tarot decks, the strength card is showing like the human's dominion over the animal, But this is like they're walking in harmony. She's like, yep, we're good. We're good. We've got like harmony. And she's like, this lady here's like, and even the lion. They're like, yep. They're not thinking. They're just like, we're moving forward. We got this. We got this. So it's having, you overcame something. There's something that You had to muster all your strength to get through, and you absolutely had it. I think knowing you, Leos, and again, this is a general reading, but knowing you, knowing Leos, you knew you had it all along. You knew you had it in you to do this. You've had to take a time out. You've had to take a time out. But you've been absolutely able to balance everything that's come your way with poise, with dignity, and with that beautiful Leo panache that you have, that you know you have. And justice. Things coming back into balance. Whatever it is you had to muster the strength for, everything's being brought back into balance. You will have a greater period of peace and calm and healing, and being able to finally speak about it, to being able to finally speak openly, be free in what you weren't free in, that made you have to gather all that strength. Okay? And this is a belonging card. Once you get through this, you're gonna be like, oh, I had it, I did it, I had the strength to do it, and I did it. It's kind of like, oh wait, I forget at the end of The Wizard of Oz. I haven't watched that in so long. I forget. Anyway, forget that. Belonging. You're gonna be just like, I got through it. You're gonna get through it. So something that you're going through now, and maybe it's passing in April, and it's going to be passing in April, because by the end of April you're going to have a lot more balance. And this is balance. This is balance. So you're going to be like, yes, I did it, and you'll be so glad that you did. But you Leos, you knew you could do it. You knew you could. Even those of you who might struggle with low self-esteem, there's something in you that you have this, with Leo, fire, you do it. You make it happen. You somehow, you shine. All right. Oh, okay. For some reason, I feel like I want to cry after this reading for Leos. Okay. Be safe and well, and stay healthy and safe and well. And thank you, Leos. Okay. I'm going to go on to my Cancerian friends. And more cards jumped out for the Cancer. So I have not looked at your cards. My Cancer friends, okay? Let's move into the water element. Take a look at your... Oh, wow. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I think some of you have left a job. This is not going to be for everybody. Again, these are general readings. But for my friends who, Cancer. And again, I'm going by the cards. I'm not going to... I realize that this... when I'm reading this is the time of the coronavirus, and that a lot of people have had to change up their work situations. Most people have. Either you've had less work or more work, depending on what you do. But this is someone who was in a situation where their job was extremely stressful, to the point where they just said, I'm out of here. I'm done. But it's something you're good at. It wasn't for lack of you trying that you had to leave, okay? You're extremely good and adept at what you do. And you are. You guys might have difficulty owning up to that, because you're big softies, But boy, now the King of Swords comes in. This is absolute clarity. This is a mastery of intellect and clarity with knowing how to rebuild, okay? So you are having such a clarity with rebuilding your situation. It's like crystal clear. Boom. You've got it. And you've got everything you need, all the resources you need to know just how to do it. Okay? And as you rebuild, which is really interesting, the Fool card came up, which is a new beginning. So you may be traveling. Whatever situation you got out of that I believe was work related, but it could be related to something else. You got out of a situation that was extremely stressful, but you're still really good at what you do. You'll have new clarity about exactly how to rebuild. Not even a doubt in your mind about what you need to do to rebuild it. And boom, here's your new beginning, the Fool card, which is just starting out. And this is the card of travel. So the card of travel came up. So you may be moving to a place, or your new job that you have requires a commute, or some kind of move or commute involved. But a beautiful new beginning with clear skies, clear blue skies, azure. And it says protect yourself, but you have. See these beams of light that are coming out of here? That's kind of like the swords. Sometimes the swords can be like there's a light coming out of them, because the swords are intellect, awareness, connection to a divine source. You're divinely protected, and there's blue skies now. There's blue skies. You got out of something because it was so stressful and so painful, and you were done with it. But you're rebuilding, you're on the road, and it got blue skies. And it's because you persevered. You had to persevere. You went through a lot, which goes along with this card. This Ten of Swords. I mean, look, there's a guy, like, he doesn't look too good, you know? You had to persevere for a long time. And if I know you guys, Cancerians, you guys are so connected with the people you work for and your situations, and you have such a sense of honor and duty that it takes a lot for you to leave something. Perseverance, that's what you went through. But this is what you got now. Blue skies, okay? Blue skies. I wish you all the best, my Cancer friends. You lovely people. Stay safe and well, and may you have everything you need. Okay? Now I'll go on to the next one. Gemini. Geminis. Now for my Gemini. My Gemini people. I have not looked at your cards. Not looked at your cards, but I'm going to now. Oh, interesting. Okay, you might have to make a leap. You might have to make a leap. Sorry, well, Gemini. You might have to make a leap of faith. Have faith. You're really missing something. You feel like left out in the cold, sequestered, and of course this might be because of the coronavirus situation. But this card, the Five of Pentacles, this is like these are people who are outside of a church, and there is abundance on the other side of that window, but these people don't. They're out in the cold in the winter, and they're like feeling poor and penniless, and it's this feeling of like, oh my God, I feel so separated. I feel so sad. And Gemini, I don't know, Gemini, I know this is a general reading, so it won't apply to everybody, but some of you are like, ow, you know? And again, the ouchie card of the Eight of Swords. This is fears, worries, intense worry. This is the card of intense worry and stress. And just like, please know that there is all the support that you need is there for you, okay? The Four of Wands is here, which is one of the happiest cards in the deck. This is stability, security, happy family. The family's safe. They're safe. There's stability there. It's just right now, you're kind of cut off from them. You're kind of cut off. I feel like, I don't know if this is a relationship reading. Whatever situation you're in, Gemini, that you feel like really just, I want to say destitute, sad, just put out, separated, you know, divine support is coming in, divine support. If you're someone who is spiritual at all, keep the prayers going. Have faith. Have faith, even if you're not spiritual. Just to have like a knowing that, look at this, attracts success. This is beautiful. I also see this as a rose. Love, beauty, joy. That's there. It didn't go away. It did not go away. Just because you're separated from it for the time being does not mean it went away. You have a beautiful home and family waiting for you. Whatever your situation is, it's waiting for you. And it's extremely joyful. This card came out. This is the heart filled with joy from the spirit deck that I designed. And God, these cards together, you've got a beautiful, stable, loving, happy family. So you might be separated. You might be in separation from them right now. Turn to, this says divine support and the Ganesh deck. Whatever you deem as, a higher power, whatever you deem as that, have hope, have faith, because that's there for you when the separation ends. Okay? All right. Just take care of yourself in April and have that knowing that you've got that happiness, that stable, happy, loving family that's there for you, even if you're currently in separation from them. That's there for you. And just rely on whatever you deem a higher power and your sense of hope, and keep in touch in any way. Also remind yourself, okay, the Geminis, remind yourself, and you guys have a brilliance of multitasking and going in lots of different directions. You have a brilliance about that. So keep yourself busy in this time as you can, and don't lose sight of that beauty that's awaiting for you when the period of separation ends. Okay? And you're reunited. Okay? You take care, Geminis. I wish you health, healing, safety. May you be safe and well and have everything you need, okay? All right, just got 2 signs more. Taurus. I'm now doing Taurus. So, okay, I have not looked at the cards. Taurus, earth sign Taurus. You guys are so grounded and practical. You're really good at holding down the fort. Okay, let's look at your cards. Ooh, interesting. Wow. Okay. Hang on. I think you're going to be embracing your Taurians. You're known for being like very grounded, very down to earth. You're going to have to embrace your intuition, okay? And you will. You're going to be, I don't know if you're traveling. This is for those who might be either moving or traveling, and it might involve a city because the city's coming up. Okay? Travel to a city, but joyful travel. There are 2 cards coming up that are twos. And twos are about choices or balance. So the 2 of Pentacles is coming up, which is he's like juggling 2 different things or having to make a choice between 2 different things. How do I do all of this? How do I manage all this? How do I juggle? The Pentacles are like physical world things. How am I going to possibly do this? But you are doing it. You are doing it not only masterfully, but beautifully and harmoniously. Okay? You're doing it. You might be tired, but you're doing it. You know why you're doing it? Well, and you might also be indecisive. How am I going to keep this going? Which thing do I do first? Because the swords are thoughts, ideas. Could also mean a decision. But this is a decision that if you see this card, she's got something across her eyes. Use this, the third eye. Use your higher guidance. Taurians, I know you're extremely practical. That's just what your sign is known for. Here's the Emperor card coming up. Emperor is amazing energy. It can mean divine masculine, but it's basically, this can be for women too. any of the cards can be for any gender. So the Emperor card is very balanced, grounded, really good at decision making. This is an excellent energy. If you are stuck with the twos, indecision or having to juggle different situations in your life and being extremely busy, because this shows energetic movement with the Ganesh card, this is excellent grounding energy, able to make very sound, good, healthy decisions, able to be the one who delegates very fairly, able to be the one who people can turn to, and you have the presence, you have the wherewithal, you have all that you need to be the one who is the manager, is the one people turn to. This is an excellent energy to have with the twos. And you'll be able to do it joyfully. You'll be able to, this energetic movement. And if you find yourself, because Taurians, you're very, you're an earth sign. You're very grounded. If you find yourself getting stuck, get out, dance, move, do something. Take a 5-minute break and just like go out to, I know we're in quarantine, but if you have a backyard or if you have a rooftop or a garden, something, or wherever you are, wherever you can, move, do yoga, dance, put on a funny, funky, groovy song that you like for 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 2 minutes. Dance. Find your joy, okay? This is like allow flow and synchronicity into your life. Allow things to flow. It's about trusting in the flow of things and also knowing what you're capable of, but trusting in that flow, that you absolutely have what it takes to manage. There's a lot of movement with you guys, a lot of busyness and movement, and travel, possible travel. So, and if you're traveling, just be very safe. So Taurus, that's your reading for April. Stay safe, stay well, and may you have all that you need to get through this time. Okay? All right. Now the last sign I'm going to read for is Aries, because I went backward. So Pisces I started with. So Aries. Now for Aries. And by the way, it's April. Oh, happy birthday to any of the Aries people who are watching this video. I say happy birthday to you. To you. And I have not looked at your cards. You fabulous Aries people. Okay. So, attract abundance. Okay. Somebody's worried about money. Okay. All right. Sorry about that movement. That was my table. So, this is geared towards somebody who is kind of worried about money. I know. Who isn't worried about money? All right. But this is a general reading for somebody who maybe your main focus is, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And I know right now, as I'm recording this, we all have the quarantine going on and coronavirus and all of that. So whoever's watching this, if you're watching this for the Aries reading, this is for someone who's really been affected negatively by whatever's going on. And you're at a crossroads, like, which way do I go? What do I do? So you're basically, it's a decision. The two can be a decision, but it's also like a crossroads. Like, what am I going to do? So you're standing still, like looking at different options of like, which way do I go? And the wands are like passions, but they're also business. I would say this is a business reading because of the other cards that are coming up. So business, and there's been a standstill. This is the Hangman. There's been a timeout, and I know that's tough for a lot of Aries people. Not all of you, but for a lot of you, you're extremely dynamic. You have fast, fiery, fun energy, and you guys, Aries, like to make things happen. You guys, you do not like the Hangman card. You do not like this energy, because this is like this is the card of like having to take a time out and being like, okay, I'll just take some time off and think about things. That's not Aries. That's like so opposite your energy. You're like, what can I do? I want to act on this. I want to do this. Well, you know what? I got something for you. Because Breakthrough card came out in your reading. Breakthrough from the spirit deck that I designed. Breakthrough, which means boom. You're going to get through that. And here's the King of Pentacles. Now, he can be an earth sign, but it doesn't mean an earth sign because you know why? Sorry. I'm picking up on your energy because Aries has a lot of fun energy. Okay. King of Pentacles is really good with money. He's the king. He's not the page. He's not the knight. He's the king, right? King of Pentacles. So by the end of the month, you're going to have money coming in. You're going to have a breakthrough with your situation. Either you're going to find the thing that you can do during this time that's going to allow you to bring in more money, or something's going to come through for you. Something's going to come through so you have the prosperity, the money that you need. Because also, Attract Abundance Gold card came up. By the end of the month, promise. Oh, I shouldn't promise, just in case I'm not right. This just says your guidance card is surrender. This is kind of like this card, and you guys don't like this because Aries like to be really active. But you know what? If you just like try to relax into it as much as you can, like watch movies, do something that makes you feel like you're working on it. I mean, you might be actually making a decision and finding new ways to make business happen or work come in, because there is going to be a breakthrough. You're going to be making money. King of Pentacles, boy, he's the king of Pentacles. Pentacles are coins, money. He's excellent with money. He knows how to bring it in. And the gold card came out. So you're going to be okay. By the end of the month, you're going to be fine. Just this gold. This is like gold, like fire. So Aries is like fire energy, gold. You got it. You're going to be fine. So hang in there, okay? It'll get better. And happy birthday to the Aries who were born in April, because I know there are some Aries at the end of March. So, okay. So happy birthday, Aries. And for everybody in general, I just wish you well. Oh, Aries, I'll say the same thing to you that I said to the other signs. Be well, stay safe, stay well, and may you have everything that you need to get through this time. Okay? So thank you all for listening, for tuning in. And feel free to leave comments below and get in touch with me if you want a private reading. My website is www.heartguidedintuition.com, and I'll leave the link below. I'm also going to be putting timestamps down below for each of the signs and each of your readings, okay? So stay safe, stay well. We will all somehow get through this, okay? This time. Peace, love, and blessings to everybody. Okay.